In this video, we're talking about something that every man has, but might not know everything about: the penis. So, I'm going to reveal some very interesting and fascinating facts about the penis that you probably don't know. So, if you're interested in urological and sexual health content, then you should subscribe and hit the notification bell so you may not miss any video. Because on this channel, you're going to find the most interesting and sometimes unexpected topics regarding penile health, bladder health, and much more. So starting with number 1. Your penis is twice as long as you think. Yeah, that's true. If you have 5 inches, that means total length is 10 inches. Interesting, right? So basically half of your length is actually inside your body. So that when you do get erections, it doesn't just fall straight down to the ground. Everything is just created so perfectly, and it is there for a reason. An interesting fact is that one way of increasing penile length is actually pulling out some of this hidden penis. I will explain this in my upcoming videos, and all of the scientifically proven ways to enlarge your penis. So make sure to stay updated if penis growth is something you're interested about in the future. So, the surprising fact is, did you know about the largest penis in the world? Well, there is a guy named Jonah Falcon who has a 13.5 inches erect. Cool, that's huge. But wait a minute, there is another one named Roberto Esquivel, and he has 19 inches. Now, Falcon claims that he is the record holder because Robert can't use his weapon, while doctors suggest that if Roberto gets circumcised, that he can have a regular sex life. But he is refusing to give up his unofficial title of biggest penis in the world. Now moving towards the next fact, that is, imagine if you had a bone down there instead of veins, tissues, etc. Did you know that the penis is an evolutionary marvel? Over millions of years, the human penis has evolved from our primate ancestors. Unlike most mammals, humans don't have a penile bone or baculum. Instead, we rely entirely on hydraulic pressure for erections. This makes human sexual reproduction quite unique, I think. Okay, so next fact is, your penis can break. I remember when I was a student and was sitting beside one of my mentor, a guy came in emergency and he said he was having sex and he heard a loud pop. He said that it was very painful and his penis basically just swelled up. So he asked if he broke his penis, and then to my surprise, when doctor replied yes, it can be possible. You may have fractured your penis. Now, there was a study that analyzed 48 cases of penile fracture, and also another outcome was the most dangerous position, woman on top. Well, it doesn't happen very often, and if treated immediately, you can restore full function. So, the next one is, do you remember your very first erection? 7 years? 9 years? Any guesses? 15 years? No, let me tell you. Your very first erection actually happens in the womb. While still in the mother's womb, ultrasound scans sometimes show a fetus with a fully formed erection. Now, according to research, fetal erections most commonly occur during rapid eye movement sleep, and this can happen a number of times each hour while in the mother's womb. Now, let's talk about your very last erection. Now, this perhaps even more surprising is what's called the death erection, and it's also called angel lust or a terminal erection, and it happens in the moments right after your death. So that would your one final erection. Alright, the next one is no brain ejaculation. Now, I'd like to mention a saying here. They say your body hears everything that your mind says. Now, the interesting fact is that most people with penises have very little control over exactly when they ejaculate. This is partly because it does not involve the brain. Basically, the signal to ejaculate comes from the spinal ejaculation generator. Of course, the brain does have some input into these matters, so thinking about something else is a well-known way to delay the ejaculation. Now, last but not least is, your fingers reveals the size of your penis. Yes, you can tell anyone's size by just looking at their fingers. Interesting, right? It's actually the ratio between index finger and your ring finger. There was a news medical study which showed that those with a lower ratio, whose index finger was shorter than the ring finger, had a longer stretched penis length, which is well correlated with erect size. Now this is something very interesting and it needs explanation. I'd like to make a detailed video on this, that how this whole finger phenomena reveals the size of one's penis. If you want me to make a video on this, and if you want to learn more interesting facts about the penis, let me know in the comment section, and I'll come up with more interesting facts. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and would you mind telling me which fact surprised you the most?